Tomorrow morning something is shifting that could literally hand you the rewards you've been waiting for, and I don't say that lightly. Tomorrow, January 16th at 7 in the morning, the moon enters Capricorn. Now, I know what you're thinking, another moon transit, so what? But here's the thing, this isn't just any lunar movement. This is the trigger for what I genuinely believe is one of the most powerful karmic payback windows we'll see all year. And for 3 specific signs, the universe is about to deliver in ways that might actually shock you. But before I dive into all of that, if you've been feeling this strange sense of anticipation lately, like something big is about to drop into your life, but you can't quite put your finger on what, stay with me on this one. There's a very specific astrological reason that's happening, and I'm going to break it down for you later in this video, because what's building up right now, it's not your imagination. And honestly, when I first looked at the planetary alignments for the next few days, I had to double-check the data. Because what's happening between January 16th and 18th isn't normal. It's like the universe decided to open its vault and hand out rewards to those who've done the work. But here's what really got my attention. It's not random who receives these rewards. There's a pattern, a cosmic audit, if you will. And I think you need to know exactly where you stand. The universe is about to settle its debts, and you might be owed big time. So here's what I've been noticing. And this was a huge realization for me. We're not just entering any Capricorn moon. We're entering what I believe is a karmic collection window. Think about it like this. For the past several years, especially with Pluto leaving Capricorn, we've all been doing this intense inner work, right? Building, struggling, pushing through challenges that felt insurmountable at times. And tomorrow's Capricorn moon, I think it's like the universe's accounting department finally processing all those pending payments. The checks are being cut, the rewards are being distributed, but only to those who've actually earned them. What makes this even more intense is that we're in a universal year 1, 2026 is all about new beginnings. But you can't start fresh without first collecting what you're owed from the previous cycle. Does that make sense? It's like the universe is saying, before you step into this new chapter, let me pay you what you've earned. And the thing is, Capricorn doesn't do participation trophies. This sign is ruled by Saturn, the planet of karma, time, and earned rewards. When the moon moves through Capricorn, especially with the aspects forming over the next few days, it's not bringing random luck. It's bringing deserved recognition, earned success, the kind of breakthrough that makes you say, finally. I've been feeling this building energy myself. It's like standing at the edge of something massive, knowing that years of effort are about to crystallize into something real, something tangible. Have you been feeling that too? Why tomorrow morning changes everything, and why 3 signs are about to win. When the moon enters Capricorn tomorrow at 7 in the morning, something shifts immediately. And I mean immediately. You might wake up feeling different, more focused, more determined, like suddenly you know exactly what needs to happen next. That's not a coincidence. Here's what's actually happening astrologically. We have this incredible stellium in Capricorn. The Sun, Mars, Mercury, and Venus are all there. That's 4 planets in the sign of achievement and structure. But it gets even better. Over the next 48 hours, these planets are going to form what's called a minor grand trine with Saturn in Pisces and Uranus in Taurus. Now I know that might sound technical, but stay with me because this is where it gets really interesting. This configuration only happens a few times in our lifetime. It's when the universe basically creates a perfect delivery system for success. Saturn brings the karmic rewards, Uranus brings the sudden breakthroughs, and all those Capricorn planets, they're making sure it's real, practical, and lasting. But here's the part that really fascinated me when I was researching this. Not everyone gets equal access to this energy. The geometric pattern in the sky specifically lights up earth and water signs. And 3 signs in particular, Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces, they're literally the anchor points of this entire cosmic configuration. If you're one of these signs or have significant placements there, tomorrow isn't just another day. I really believe it's your collection day. The day when all those seeds you've planted, all that work you've done in the shadows, all those times you kept going when no one was watching, it all comes back to you with interest. The Mercury-Chiron square, why you might feel raw right before your breakthrough. Okay, so there's something happening tonight, actually at 1:20 to be exact, that I really need to warn you about. Because if you don't understand this, you might misinterpret what's happening and miss your moment. Right before the moon enters Capricorn, Mercury is going to square Chiron, and honestly, this might sting a little. You might find yourself having a difficult conversation tonight, or maybe an old insecurity suddenly surfaces. Perhaps someone says something that hits a nerve you thought had healed. But here's what I've learned about these moments, and this was a big aha moment for me. The universe often asks us to acknowledge our wounds right before it heals them. It's like you have to show your cosmic receipt of pain before you can collect your reward. I think this Mercury-Chiron square is actually the gatekeeper to tomorrow's blessings. It's asking you, are you ready to let go of the story of why you can't have what you want? Because once you face that insecurity, once you have that hard conversation, once you acknowledge that wound, the path clears. And when the moon enters Capricorn just hours later, you're walking through that gate clean, ready, prepared to receive without the old baggage weighing you down. If tonight feels emotionally intense, if something comes up that makes you question yourself, I really want you to remember this. It's not a setback. It's the final test before your breakthrough. The universe is basically saying, show me you're ready to leave this behind. And once you do, the rewards begin. Capricorn, your crown is being returned and everyone will see it. If you're a Capricorn, sun, moon or rising, I need you to really hear this. Tomorrow begins what I genuinely believe is your coronation period, and I don't use that word lightly. For the past 15 years, Pluto has been in your sign, basically deconstructing everything you thought you knew about power, authority, and success. Some of you lost positions you thought were permanent. Others watched structures you built crumble. It's been intense, right? Like the universe put you through the hardest training program imaginable. But here's what's happening now. You passed, you survived, and tomorrow when the moon enters your sign with Mars, Mercury, and the sun already there, it's like the universe is saying, welcome back to your throne. The payback for Capricorns isn't subtle. On January 17th, when the sun sextiles Saturn, your ruling planet, I think you're going to receive formal recognition. This could be a promotion, a title, an offer that validates everything you've been working toward. It's not luck, it's not a favor, it's earned respect finally manifesting in tangible form. And with Mars exalted in your sign, your authority right now is almost magnetic. When you speak, people listen. When you make decisions, others follow. It's like you've been handed back your scepter and everyone can feel it. The specific prediction I'm seeing for Capricorns is this. Between tomorrow and January 18th, you're going to receive an offer or opportunity that doesn't just change your month or your year. It sets the trajectory for the next decade. And the beautiful part? You're ready for it. All that destruction Pluto brought, it was just clearing space for this. So my advice, don't be humble right now. This is your time to claim what's yours. Raise your rates, accept the position, launch the venture. The universe is backing your authority in a way it hasn't in years, maybe ever. Taurus, the financial breakthrough you've been waiting for is here. Okay, Taurus, sun, moon or rising, this is where things get really interesting for you, because while Capricorn is getting their crown back, you're about to get something equally powerful, financial liberation. See, Uranus has been in your sign since 2018, and I know it's been uncomfortable, the planet of sudden change in the sign of stability. That's like trying to build a house during an earthquake. You've probably had to reinvent yourself multiple times. Your values have shifted, maybe your income has been unpredictable, some of you completely changed careers or life directions. But here's what tomorrow's Capricorn moon is bringing you. All that instability is about to pay off, literally. When the sun trines Uranus in your sign on January 17th, while simultaneously sextiling Saturn, I believe you're looking at what I call a stabilized windfall. Usually, Uranus brings sudden gains that disappear just as quickly, but with Saturn involved, this is permanent. This is the kind of financial breakthrough that doesn't just help you this month. It changes your entire relationship with money and security. For some of you, this might be an investment finally paying off. For others, a business venture suddenly getting the green light. I'm even seeing situations where legal matters resolve in your favor, or opportunities involving international connections suddenly open up. But here's what really excites me about your position, Taurus. The universe is basically saying that weird, unconventional version of yourself you've been becoming, that's actually worth more than the old version. All those changes Uranus forced on you weren't breaking you down, they were increasing your value. The message is clear. Say yes to the unexpected opportunity. Trust that sudden idea. Take the meeting that seems to come out of nowhere. Between tomorrow and the 18th, the universe is going to present you with a door that leads to material abundance. And honestly, you've more than earned it. Pisces, your dream is about to become three-dimensional reality. Now, Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, your payback might be the most magical of all, because while Capricorn gets authority and Taurus gets wealth, you're about to get something even more precious. Proof that your dreams aren't just fantasies. Saturn has been in your sign, and I know it's been heavy. The planet of reality and the sign of dreams. That's like being asked to build castles in the air with actual bricks. You've probably felt restricted, limited, maybe even like your natural gifts were being suppressed. But here's what I think has actually been happening. Saturn hasn't been crushing your dreams. It's been teaching you how to make them real. And tomorrow's Capricorn Moon is when you graduate from that program. With Saturn in the final degrees of your sign, receiving support from all those Capricorn planets, you're in this incredible position. The universe is basically saying, remember that impossible thing you've been envisioning. Here's the blueprint to build it. For Pisces, the payback comes through other people. The 11th house activation suggests that powerful allies, mentors, or organizations are about to step forward. Someone with resources, connections, or influence is going to look at your vision and say, I want to help make this real. Some of you might receive funding for a creative project. Others might find that a long-held dream suddenly has institutional support. There's even potential for wishes you made years ago, things you'd almost forgotten about, to suddenly materialize. But here's the key for you, Pisces. You have to present your dreams professionally right now. This isn't the time for vague visions or ethereal concepts. Package your imagination in Capricorn's language. Practical, structured, achievable. The world is finally ready to buy what you're selling, but you have to sell it. The beautiful part? Once this support arrives, it's not temporary. With Saturn involved, this is about building something lasting from your visions. Your dreams are about to get a foundation. And honestly, it's about time. The January 17th miracle window, this is when everything accelerates. So if tomorrow is the trigger, January 17th is the explosion. And I really need you to understand what's happening that day because it's genuinely extraordinary. At 6 in the morning, the Sun sextiles Saturn. This is the stability aspect, the universe basically saying, here's your foundation. Then noon, the Sun trines Uranus. This is the breakthrough aspect, the universe saying, and here's your quantum leap. Having both of these aspects on the same day is like having your cake and eating it too. Usually breakthroughs destabilize us. Usually stability means slow progress. But on January 17th, you get both. You get the sudden advancement and the structure to hold it. I've been calling this the miracle window because things that normally take months or years can happen in hours. Conversations lead immediately to contracts. Ideas turn instantly into opportunities. The gap between wanting and having shrinks to almost nothing. But here's what's crucial. You have to be ready to act. This isn't passive energy. When Mercury conjuncts Mars early on the 18th, it's like the universe is handing you a pen and saying, sign now, decide now, commit now. If you've been waiting for a sign about something, January 17th is it. If you've been hesitating about making a move, this is your window. The cosmic support doesn't get stronger than this. Why some people will miss this completely, don't be one of them. Here's something I really need to be honest about. Not everyone is going to receive these rewards, and it's not because the universe is playing favorites. It's because Capricorn energy only responds to one thing: actual effort. If you've been avoiding responsibility, making excuses, or waiting for rescue, this transit might actually feel harsh. Capricorn doesn't reward potential. It rewards performance. Saturn doesn't care about what you meant to do. It cares about what you actually did. And I've seen this before during powerful Capricorn transits. Some people get promoted while others get fired. Some receive windfalls while others face financial reality checks. The difference? The work they put in when no one was watching. But here's the thing, even if you haven't been perfect, even if you've struggled, if you've been genuinely trying, that counts. Saturn sees effort, even imperfect effort. The universe knows the difference between someone who's been fighting to grow and someone who's been hiding from growth. So if you're worried you haven't done enough, I want to tell you something. The fact that you're here listening to this, preparing yourself, that's effort. That's intentionality. That's you showing up. And that might be all you need to tap into this energy. The new moon seal, locking in your gains for the next 6 months. On January 18th at 3 in the afternoon, we have a new moon at almost 29 degrees Capricorn. And this isn't just any new moon. This is what I call a culmination beginning. See, 29 degrees is the last degree of any sign. It contains all the wisdom, all the experience, all the mastery of that sign's journey. So this new moon isn't just starting something new, it's starting something new with the full power of everything you've learned. Whatever you receive between tomorrow and the 18th, this new moon locks it in. It takes your breakthrough and plants it as a seed for the next 6 months. It transforms a momentary win into a lasting legacy. This is why I really believe the next 3 days aren't just important. They're foundational. The decisions you make, the opportunities you accept, the boundaries you set, they're not just affecting your week. They're setting the template for 2026 and beyond. My suggestion? Write a contract with yourself during this new moon. Not wishes, not hopes, a contract. I commit to X. In return, I claim Y. Make it formal. Sign it. Date it. Capricorn respects formal agreements, even with yourself. What about everyone else? Every sign gets something. Now, if you're not Capricorn, Taurus, or Pisces, don't worry. You're still going to feel this. The Capricorn stellium is activating a specific area of your life, and the karmic payback is coming through that avenue. Aries, this is hitting your career sector. Public recognition is coming. Leo, it's transforming your daily work and health routines. Problems find solutions. Sagittarius, it's filling your bank account. Earned income increases. Gemini, it's clearing debts and bringing shared resources. Libra, it's stabilizing your home and family situation. Aquarius, it's preparing you for your season by clearing hidden obstacles. Cancer, it's bringing relationship rewards, though you'll need to balance self and other. Scorpio, it's activating communication and local opportunities. And Virgo, it's bringing creative and romantic rewards. The point is, everyone has karma to collect right now. The universe isn't leaving anyone out. It's just that Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces happen to be the main characters in this particular cosmic story. The hidden message in tomorrow's energy shift. You know what I find really fascinating about all of this? We're literally standing at the threshold between the old world and the new. Neptune is about to enter Aries for the first time in over 160 years. Uranus is preparing to enter Gemini. These are massive collective shifts. But before we step into that new world, the universe is making sure we collect our rewards from the old one. It's like checking out of a hotel. You get your deposit back before you leave. Tomorrow's Capricorn Moon is initiating this collection process. It's the universe's way of saying, before you move forward, let me pay you what you earned here. And I think that's actually beautiful. All that work, all that growth, all that struggle. It wasn't for nothing. It was building credit in your cosmic account. And now, it's time to cash in. The next 3 days are your window to collect what's yours, to step into the authority, abundance, or actualization you've earned, to finally see the tangible results of all that invisible work. But here's what I really want you to understand. This isn't just about material rewards. Yes, some of you will get promotions, money, opportunities, but the real payback is deeper. It's the moment when you realize you've become who you were trying to become. When you recognize that you're not the same person who started this journey. That's the real karma coming full circle. Alright, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you and you want to see more content like this, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. And please drop a comment below. I really want to hear what happens for you over the next 3 days. What signs are you already seeing? What are you ready to receive? We're all going through this together. Take care of yourself, trust the process, and I'll see you in the next one.